The intensity of their jealousy is like a storm brewing on the horizon, dark and ominous, ready to unleash chaos on anyone who stands in their way. When envy festers in the shadows, it transforms into a monster, ready to strike without warning, fueled by insecurity and the fear of being overshadowed. It's a precarious situation when someone's envy reaches a boiling point. Their desperation to undermine others becomes a threat that can no longer be ignored. You can feel the tension in the air. Their envy is palpable, a tightrope walk between admiration and hatred that could snap at any moment. When their jealousy begins to boil over, it's like a ticking time bomb. One wrong move could set them off, resulting in destruction and despair. In the realm of envy, boundaries are blurred. What once was admiration turns into a dangerous obsession, a twisted desire to tear down what they cannot achieve. Every glance filled with disdain, every whispered comment reveals the depth of their envy, a poison that seeps into their thoughts and actions. You can sense the impending danger when their envy is no longer silent. It roars to life, demanding attention and retribution for perceived slights. As their jealousy escalates, the facade of civility starts to crack, exposing the raw, unfiltered emotions that can lead to unpredictable consequences. When envy reaches its peak, it can morph individuals into strangers. The once familiar faces are now distorted by resentment and rivalry. Their envy is like a dark cloud that looms over every interaction, casting a shadow that threatens to engulf everything in its path. What begins as a whisper of envy can escalate into a full-blown confrontation as the lines between friend and foe become irreversibly blurred. You may have once been allies, but when their envy flares up, the very foundation of your relationship can crumble under the weight of competition. The danger of unchecked envy lies in its ability to consume. It's a wildfire that spreads quickly, leaving destruction in its wake. Their envy has taken root and grown into something unmanageable, an insatiable beast that craves attention and validation at any cost. You might think you're safe from their jealousy, but once it reaches a breaking point, the danger is all too real, lurking just beneath the surface. In the depths of envy lies a fierce desire for revenge. It's a dark and twisted motivation that can lead to unexpected and dangerous outcomes. The eyes that once sparkled with admiration are now clouded by envy, creating a barrier that prevents genuine connection and understanding. As their envy simmers, you can feel the atmosphere shift, tension mounts, and a sense of danger looms, ready to erupt at any moment. When their envy becomes a driving force, it reveals the fragility of their self-worth, a dangerous cocktail that can lead to reckless decisions. With envy comes a certain desperation. When they realize their efforts to undermine you aren't working, they may resort to more extreme measures. Their envy has morphed into a weapon, one they wield with reckless abandon, aiming to strike at the heart of what you hold dear. As their jealousy intensifies, the mask they wear begins to slip, exposing the raw emotions that threaten to unravel everything you've built. In the world of envy, silence is rarely golden. It's often the precursor to an explosive confrontation, a brewing storm waiting to break. When their envy reaches a fever pitch, you can almost hear the cracks forming in their carefully constructed facade, revealing a dangerous truth. The danger lies not just in their envy, but in the lengths they are willing to go to eliminate the competition. This is where the real threat emerges. Every moment you shine brighter becomes a trigger for their envy, pushing them closer to a breaking point that could lead to unforeseen consequences. The shadows of their jealousy can morph into something sinister. What starts as envy can quickly escalate into actions driven by rage and resentment. Their envy has reached a tipping point. What was once harmless rivalry now transforms into a dangerous game where no one is truly safe. When envy takes hold, the hearts of even the most well-intentioned can darken, revealing a side that thrives on competition and disdain. You may find yourself in a precarious position when their envy becomes too much to bear. The danger of their actions can no longer be ignored. In the grip of envy, logic often fades away. What remains is a volatile mixture of desperation and a fierce desire for recognition. You can sense the shifting tides. Their envy has grown into a force that seeks to reclaim its power, and the repercussions could be devastating. Their jealousy may have started as a whisper, but now it's a deafening roar, announcing to the world their intention to disrupt your peace. Their envy is like a dark cloud that blocks the sun. It casts shadows on everything you do, making you question the intentions behind their smiles. When envy consumes a person, the transformation is unsettling. A friend can become a foe, driven by the relentless pursuit of superiority. You may think their envy is subtle, but beneath the surface lies a simmering rage, waiting for the right moment to erupt and cause chaos. Their jealousy is a silent predator, stalking its prey with a cunning strategy that could turn your world upside down in an instant. With each passing day, their envy builds like pressure in a balloon, and when it finally pops, the fallout can be devastating for everyone involved. What once was admiration can quickly turn into a dangerous fixation. Their envy twists their perception, warping reality into a battleground. In the realm of envy, logic takes a back seat. The heart, fueled by resentment, can lead to actions that defy reason and morality. You can almost taste the bitterness in the air. Their envy has reached a point where kindness is overshadowed by the desire to pull you down. Their envy creates a barrier, a wall of distrust that isolates them from the joy of genuine relationships and leaves them feeling even more alone. When envy festers unchecked, it breeds contempt. You may find that every small success triggers an explosive reaction, revealing their true colors. The moment their envy reaches a breaking point, you may witness a transformation. The innocent facade gives way to hostility and resentment. You can sense the danger looming when their compliments feel hollow. Behind each word lies a dagger, driven by jealousy and insecurity. Their envy acts like a poison, slowly but surely eroding the foundation of trust that once existed, leaving only suspicion in its wake. As their envy grows, so does their need for validation. It's a dangerous cycle that pushes them to seek out ways to undermine your achievements. The breaking point is near, when their envy transforms into a frantic need for control. Anything and everything you've built could be at risk. You've noticed the change in their demeanor. The smiles that once felt genuine are now laced with the bitterness of envy, making every interaction feel tense. In the world of envy, even the smallest victory can ignite a firestorm. Their reaction can be unpredictable, leading to dangerous confrontations. Their jealousy is a reflection of their own fears. When they realize they can't match your success, their envy can push them to dangerous extremes. When they can no longer hide their envy, you can feel the shift in energy. It's a subtle warning that the danger is rising to the surface. What begins as a spark of envy can quickly escalate into a raging inferno. You must tread carefully to avoid being caught in the flames. Their envy may be a product of their own insecurities, but that doesn't make it any less dangerous. A wounded animal is often the most unpredictable. The breaking point is an unstable threshold. When their envy tips you over, It can unleash a torrent of emotions that could engulf everything around them. You can sense the tension build. Each time you achieve something, their envy fuels a fire that could soon spiral out of control.